The historic south access road to the iconic Golden Gate Bridge, known as Doyle Drive or Route 101, was structurally and seismically deficient when Caltrans began construction to replace it in late 2009. Doyle Drive is the primary highway and transit linkage between the North Bay area and the San Francisco Peninsula, carrying 100,000 vehicles per day. It was originally built in 1936 by the Works Progress Administration as part of President Roosevelt's New Deal. Federal support has also been crucial to replacing the roadway, with funds to begin construction received through the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act. With its replacement, Doyle Drive has been re-envisioned as a seismically safe roadway tucked into the natural contours of the Presidio of San Francisco and the Golden Gate National Recreation Area, one of the nation's largest urban parks. Construction of the first phase of the project began in late 2009. Caltrans worked continuously building the new Ruckman Bridge on Highway 1, the southbound High Viaduct Bridge, the southbound Battery Tunnel, and a temporary bypass road. In the spring of 2012, Caltrans reached a critical point in the project, the time to demolish the old Doyle Drive. In its place, Caltrans would open a seismically safe temporary bypass that would make room for construction of Phase 2 of the project. The existing elevated Doyle Drive structure intersected the new temporary bypass at 5 different locations. The construction team had to determine how to quickly and safely demolish the existing structure and finish the new roadway. All the work had to be completed during a single weekend closure of Doyle Drive in order to reduce impacts to commuters. The roadway would be closed from Friday evening till early Monday morning. 57 hours was all the construction team would have to achieve this major feat. In order for the demolition and traffic switch to be successful, the operation was planned in advance down to the last minute, including construction material routes, sequencing of demolition, and staging areas. The contractor developed a plan of attack that broke down the 57 hours into 15-minute segments to manage the massive amount of work involved. Prior to the weekend closure, the project team performed extensive outreach to tourists, motorists, and residents to not only minimize traffic impacts to local communities, but also ensure the roadways were clear for construction deliveries. The outreach team blanketed the Bay Area with messages about the upcoming closure, including public service announcements, print media, and on-site interviews.
Attention, Doyle Drive is closing for a weekend. From Friday, April 27th to Monday, April 30th, Highway 101 south of the Golden Gate Bridge will be closed. Use the Bay Bridge or ferries instead. The Golden Gate Bridge will remain open to and from 19th Avenue, but expect major delays. Over the weekend, Doyle Drive will be demolished. Monday, traffic will move into a new seismically safe roadway. Expect delays as drivers adjust. Visit PresidioParkway.org or 511.org for more information.
At 8 p.m. on Friday, April 27th, Caltrans began its race against time as the demolition contractor moved into action. Doyle Drive was quickly closed and a cavalry of demolition equipment went to work taking down the old Doyle Drive, while a crowd of curious spectators watched the massive undertaking. By noon on Saturday, demolition was nearly complete. The demolished bridge spans lay like fallen dominoes. Cheers went up from the crowds each time another segment collapsed. By the end of the day, 65,000 tons of concrete and 2,500 tons of steel lay in piles across the site. As crews continued to work through the night and into Sunday, construction of the remaining at-grade roadway segments began. Crews placed 7,300 tons of rock as base for the new roadbed. Success was then dependent upon the timely delivery of 350 truckloads of asphalt from an asphalt plant over 45 miles away. Caltrans needed the public's help to keep the highways clear, and the public did just that, with an area experiencing 50% reduction in traffic over the weekend. The vital asphalt deliveries were made on time as crews seamlessly continued to finish the new roadway, placing 10,000 feet of barrier railing and striping the new lanes. At 4:45 a.m. on Monday, April 30th, the California Highway Patrol escorted the first public motorists across the new viaduct, through the new tunnel and onto the new temporary bypass. The goal was achieved. Doyle Drive is now seismically safe. This new roadway will continue to carry traffic while the rest of the project is built. The entire weekend was an amazing display of engineering might and the largest single weekend demolition effort of a roadway in California's history. Caltrans led more than 300 workers and a fleet of 40 excavators to demolish 151 bridge spans and 307 columns, building a new roadway in a mere 57 hours. Well, 56 hours and 45 minutes to be exact.
"57 hours to success."
There were 300 workers and a fleet of 40 excavators demolishing 151 bridge spans and 307 columns, many times to the cheers of onlookers. And it was very much, last weekend the weather was very much like it was today, and the Golden Gate Bridge was in all its glory, and there were people lined up around the project watching the demolition occur and not looking at the Golden Gate Bridge. And was referred to me in one of the briefing teleconferences was, I never thought one of our construction projects would be a spectator sport, but there we were.
Phase 2 construction will continue through 2015 to complete the vision of this beautiful new roadway. This will include a twin high viaduct bridge, another battery tunnel, 2 main post tunnels, and a new interchange at the east end of the project to allow direct access to the Presidio. Phase 2 will also break new ground as the first project in the Bay Area to be built under a new public-private partnership statute for Caltrans. The final Presidio Parkway will be a stunning addition to its national park setting in the Presidio and will provide direct access to the Presidio, enhanced views, and improved pedestrian connections that will be enjoyed by park visitors for years to come.